Well, welcome into the I14 Sports Report, heard every Thursday night right here on KNCT FM, also on myknct.com. You can catch a show, and of course on I14 Sports Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, you can find the show. So check it out each week, talking about all the local kids in the high schools in the area and the sports, all kinds of sports, baby. Of course, it's pledge going on right now, 877-533-5628, or go online to knct.org and keep this public radio station on the air. Without them, you wouldn't be able to hear this program. So call and make that pledge, 877-533-5628 or knct.org. All right, time to start talking about ball games. And, of course, last week, here's the final scores from the area. It was Ellison over Waco High, 24-6. Red Oak barely gets by the Wolves from Shoemaker, 38-35. It was Belton, 28, Elgin, 6. The Clean Kangaroos, 23, Midlothian, 46. It was Killeen Chaparral, 0, and the Pflugerville Panthers, 29. Pflugerville Weiss losing to the Wildcats from Temple, 32-19. And Midway losing to Harker Heights at the Knights House, 24-13. Good job for Harker Heights there. Coppers Cove loses to Bryan, 49-20. So here's what the standings look like. 11-5A, it's Belton 2-0, Leander Rouse 1-0, Waco 1-0, Elgin 1-1, Pflugerville is 1-1, Chaparral is 0-2, and Pflugerville is 0-2. Of course, bye weeks come in. That's why they only have one game listed there, and some of these are going to be like that. 4A, 5A districts, 4 5A districts, I should say. Midlothian is at top, 4-0, Lake Belton 3-1, Killeen, Granbury, and Red Oak all at 2-1. Shoemaker is at 2-2, Ellison at 1-2, Cleburne at 0-4, and Waco is at 0-4. And in the other district, Harker Heights up top with Temple at 2-0, Waco Midway 1-2, Bryan 1-1, Hutto 0-1, Coppers Cove 0-1, and Weiss out of Pflugerville 0-2. So here's what the schedule looks like for 11-5A for this week. Thursday night tonight, Pflugerville will be at Waco University. Tomorrow night, it'll be Elgin at Chaparral. I'll be out there live on I14 Sports. Rouse is going to be at Belton. And Pflugerville Conley has a bye this week. In 4-5A, it's Ellison at Cleburne. Lake Belton at Killeen at 7 o'clock. We'll be there with live reports on I14 Sports for that one, too. Midlothian is at Granbury. Red Oak is at Waco. And Shoemaker has a bye this week. In 12-6A action, Heights at Hutto, Temple at Midway, Cove is at Weiss, and Bryan has a bye this week. As I told you, Ellison's going to be at Cleveland. You can get all the score updates here on I14 Sports, of course, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, also from that Harker Heights Hutto game that starts at 7:30 down in Hutto. We bring you live reports from the Lake Belton Clean game and also that Chaparral ball game. So I14 Sports will have all that for you. Let's go through the volleyball. How about these games that were played on Tuesday, and some games were played on Wednesday, in fact. It was Bryan in 12-6A. Bryan defeating Hutto, Cove over Harker Heights, Midway over Weiss, and Temple had a bye. So the volleyball standings look like this. Midway 7-0, Weiss 5-2, Coppers Cove is 4-3, Bryan and Hutto at 3-4, Heights is at 2-5, and Temple is at 0-6. In 22-5A, Ellison defeated Killeen on Tuesday night. It was Belton over Waco U, Chaparral over Waco High, and Lake Belton over Shoemaker. 22-5A volleyball standings look like this. Lake Belton and Ellison tied up top at 7-1. Shoemaker is 6-2. Chaparral 5-3. Belton 4-4. Killeen is at 2-6. Waco at 1-7, and Waco University at 0-8. Big thank you to the supporters of I14 Sports, of course, Coach Henderson Sports Photography, Modern Appliance, Cloud Real Estate, the Killeen Veterinary Clinic, Denali Roofing, and Seashells Visuals. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. Got a special event going on Tuesday night. We'll be live out at Harker Heights Raising Canes, and we'll be talking about some great events coming up, including the Fields of Faith, which are going on Wednesday for all the athletes in KISD and in the local area. Any of the local athletes that want to come to this, Fields of Faith will be going on at Leo Buckley Stadium, and that's October the 12th. It starts at 6:30. And Tommy Harris, former Ellison High School grad, is going to be there with a special message. He'll be doing that about 7:20 in the evening. More information, fieldsoffaith.com for more information about that, all right? Don't forget, myknct.com for podcasts, blogs, and weather. And, of course, tell a friend about the show. Support this radio station. Make sure it stays on the air for a long time to come. And, of course, look for our live updates from Chaparral on Friday night and from the Lake Belton Killeen game on Friday night. We'll have those updates as well as score updates from Ellis and Cleburne, Heights and Hutto. All those scores we'll be bringing to you. Also, all the local area scores right here on i14 Sports, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Boy, that was a fast ride through the show, wasn't it? But I tell you, we've been staying busy, and it's so important that you support this radio station that you're listening to the show on right now. You may be listening to it on a podcast or somewhere else, but this radio station is so important to Central Texas. We need you to support them. knct.org or call 877-533-5628, and they will take your pledge of support. Thanks so much for listening to the show. We will see you next week. Hopefully we'll see you at Fields of Faith next Wednesday night. We'll see you at Raising Cane's next Tuesday night. And, of course, I'll be back next Thursday with the show and lots more football coming up next week. So big week for all the local teams. Good night, everybody. As I always say, take care of yourself and take care of each other.